For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone as we talk some Wildcat football here with head coach Ken Collums. The Southland Conference season opener is upon us. The Incarnate Word Cardinals come to Shotwell Stadium Saturday afternoon. Coach, you're coming off your first win of the season, and what a win it was, 38-35 over Troy, an FBS program. You don't have a lot of time to celebrate, but boy, that was an awfully big win, wasn't it?
It was a great win on two fronts. It's always good to get your first win. You want it in game one, and if you can't have it in game one, you want it in game two, but we didn't have either. But we missed game one and game two very, very closely. Should have won the first game, hard-fought game against Georgia State. Put ourselves in position against Northern Arizona and just didn't get it done. And those are hotly contested games, and we just didn't make enough plays to win. So to be able to do that in game three and make enough plays against Troy University, that means a ton. I mean, it shows the character of our guys. I mean, our guys play hard. They play with heavy passion, but we did. Passion doesn't win games, though. You know, you got to balance that out with discipline and be able to do the right thing, trust your training, do all of that. And the fact is, we made enough plays to win. And the second part is that's against Troy University.
Yeah,
I mean, that is a football program. When people say Troy, you think football.
Yeah.
And so to go there in hostile territory, a long way from home. I told my guys, hey, again, we find ourselves a long way from home. So let's stick together and let's fight this thing out and take each other's back. And we were down by 14 several times, and we're able to keep it together and make enough plays.
Parker McKenzie wound up winning for the second time in 3 weeks the Southland Conference Offensive Player of the Week honors, but there were a lot of heroes, I thought, Saturday.
Yeah, we played well. We didn't play as well as we probably wanted to. I'm always stressing, put together 4 quality, clean quarters. Well, a lot of times when you're playing a good defense and playing a good offense, a lot of times that has something to do with them. And I don't think Troy played all that clean either. So, Parker played well. We had 11 guys that caught passes. So it was a team effort. Defense played really, really well in the third quarter and even into the fourth quarter. Offensively, we got it going a little bit in the second half, and our kicking game did well, faked a field goal to put us in a spot to win, and so it was a team effort from top to bottom. I'm just proud of our guys because this gives us encouragement on a couple of ways. We belong.
Yeah.
We're able to play quality teams, go toe to toe with them, and whether you win or lose, you don't know. You got to figure out who's going to make the plays at the end of the game, but we belong there, and then it gives us encouragement for our preparation this week to start Southland play.
You get the Incarnate Word Cardinals coming in. They took one on the chin against the number one team in the nation, as, by the way, a lot of teams have done against North Dakota State. And they took a really tough blow early in the season. They lost their experienced quarterback, Trent Britton. But as we saw last year when we went down there and they got us in the second meeting of the year, this is a well-coached team that is going to come out here ready for their first win of the year.
Sure. When you play a team, we played them twice last year. The first time we beat them by 34 points. The second time we can't even beat them. So that is a reminder of us. For us, you better play well every single week, and you better be able to finish games, or you may not win every single week. Now those guys, they're trying to figure out what their 2 other young quarterbacks can do, and that's it's a bummer for them that they lost basically the face of their program. But same thing we're doing with Parker. We're learning more and more about Parker McKenzie every single week, and that's the key is keeping your guys in a groove, figuring out where their boundaries are. Don't overstep those boundaries too much, and keep them within what you do, and kind of know when to expand, and that's what they're just doing it with 2 young guys. I'm doing it with 1 rookie, and he's playing well.
Yeah,
they're doing it with 2, and so that there are issues down there, but you know what? This is a huge game for them because they beat us the last time we played them, and so they'll be ready.
You've got some injury concerns of your own. We saw 2 of your running backs, your top 2 running backs, go down. What can you tell us, if anything, about the status of either of those 2 guys?
Well, Herschel won't play. We're going to sit him this week. He's got an ankle issue and a thigh bruise, so we're not going to risk that. DeAndre Brown has a strained knee ligament. He could play. I don't know yet. That'll be a game time decision. If he can be effective, we'll put him out there, and if we feel like he can't, then we'll sit him and he won't play. But Adrian Duncan, regardless, will come out and get significant carries, have some catches, be involved in the protection, and he knows we trust him.
Yep.
I mean, he always comes in and does well. I don't know if there's ever been a time where he's entered the game where we're just like, boy, that he didn't really do well, didn't really produce. Whether it's in a mop-up role last year or whether it's to win the game and finish Troy, at their home stadium. And he speaks to his character.
Yeah.
Being the third running back is hard.
Yeah.
Being honed in and being able to go out whenever your number is called and to be able to do it properly, that's rare. Not many people can do that, but Adrian Duncan does that every single time, and he's going to have to this week.
All right, it gets started 3:05, the kickoff Saturday from Shotwell Stadium, ACU against Incarnate Word, a game that'll be televised across the Southwest on the Southland Conference Television Network. For Coach Ken Collums, I'm Grant Boone for ACUSports.com.